Hindi natin ibebel si si
Si
attorney.
attorney, wala.
Oh,
Bawal
hindi natin
bell.
ibebel.
Oo.
Attorney Michael, yun lang. I think yung bulang general, since tapos na yung first, yung first article, natapos na yung cross-examine doon sa huling witness nila na si Ginoong Matibag. Meron na ba tayong pwedeng sabihin about kung satisfying ba o satisfactory or okay ba yung mga nakuha so far from the three witnesses?
Well, first of all, good evening sa inyo
Good evening.
tatlo at good evening sa mga nanonood at nakikinig sa programa nyo. Well, dun sa tatlong mga witnesses, I think all of them sufficiently and satisfactorily provided clear and convincing evidence na meron talagang mga pagbabantang nagawa si Vice President Duterte. The videos were authenticated properly, I think, nung si Kalilong and si Attorney Loto and also si Director Matibag. So, yung fact na may mga utterances na nangyari, I think that was well established now with clear and convincing evidence. Pero sa palagay ko, yung merong pagkukulang
Yes.
doon sa aspeto na did those utterances amount to a betrayal of public trust and a culpable violation of the Constitution. Yung link nung dalawa sa tingin ko medyo mahina.
So mahina pa sa lugar na. Pero yung inihahalo nung at least sa mga nababasa ko po na supporters ng mga na mas importante ang dapat na pinagtutuunan ng pansin dito sa article na unang tinalakay.
Yung sinasabi ni Attorney Roque, mahalaga yon if this were a criminal trial, no? Kasi sa criminal trial kasi binibigyan ng pansin na mapatunayan mo yung elements of the crime, no? Pero dito kasi this is an impeachment trial. Ang importante dito is to establish that the offense charge is a betrayal of public trust and a culpable violation of the Constitution. So, yung offense, napatunayan na yon. Yung utterances, nangyari. Walang dispute na nangyari yung pagbabanta. No? So, ang kailangan naman natin ngayon is how do we arrive or how does the impeachment court arrive at a legal conclusion na yung utterances na yon ay matuturing natin, yun na nga, betrayal of public trust and a culpable violation of the Constitution. Napahapyawan ni Director Matibag, pero si Director Matibag kasi testigo siya regarding the facts of utterances. Yun pa rin eh. The same way na sila Attorney Loto at sila Agent Kalilong, yun ang pinag-uusapan pa rin nila, yung utterances. No? So, sa palagay ko, mahina yung pag-link from the utterances dun sa legal conclusion na betrayal of public trust nga yun.
Yes.
Attorney, itong laging pinag-uusapan, grave threat, laging pinupunto dito, it seems, ng prosecution, at least from what I saw, the past couple of days, dito sa, grave threat na article of impeachment, ay ito ba ay napatunayan na, at kung napatunayan itong grave threat, paano naman ito makonect dun sa culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public trust? Hindi siya, paano siya makokonect sana, attorney? Kasi ito yung laging pinupunto ng prosecution. May grave threat, may threat na nangyari. Sa depensa naman, paano yung naging threat? Wala nga kayong ma-point out na kinontrata ni VP Sara. Oo.
So kasi yung terminology na grave threat, nakakalito, 'di ba? Kasi ano rin yun that's also a felony. Kaya nagkakalituhan na ang pinapatunayan ba natin yung crime na grave threat? Or are we talking about the fact of just a grave threat? Yung normal understanding lang na grave threat. sa palagay ko, sa impeachment trial, ang kailangan mo lang patunayan is the normal, regular understanding of grave threat, not the criminal, technical definition of grave threat. So, yung pagbabanta, yung utterances, napatunayan na yon. Hindi na natin pwedeng mapagkaila yon. May video, to a certain extent, inamin na rin ng respondent na nanggaling sa bibig niya yon.
Oo.
So, ang kailangan talagang patunayan ng prosecution pa, I think, which wala na, tapos na kasi yung trial for Article 4, is bakit ito dapat tratuhin na betrayal of public trust. Now, sinabi ko, 'di ba, napahapyawan ni Director Matibag by saying na the threats is considered as a threat to national security. At merong mga kumbaga pagkakataon na maaaring magkagulo, magkaroon ng chaos dahil dun sa threat na yon, no?
And sa
Kahit si
puntong-
Attorney Lotok sinabi yon.
And sa puntong yun,
So-
attorney, yung sinasabi na itong grave threat ay pwedeng threat to national security, sa tingin nyo ay kulang pa rin, hindi pa rin nalilink dun sa culpable violation of the Constitution or betrayal of public trust?
Tanungin ko kayo, are you able to link it together? Hindi, di ba? We do not know eh. Kasi yung betrayal of public trust, culpable violation of the Constitution, it's a legal conclusion.
Yeah.
Right? So kailangan natin, tayo, yung mga senator judges na lalo, we need a justification, a legal justification to link that together. Si Director Matibag, sinasabi niya na yung mga yon, yung mga threats, they are considered by law enforcement as a threat to national security. So the next question is, which tatanungin ng mga senator judges dapat ito sa sarili nila, is that a betrayal of public trust? Yun ang sabi ni Director Matibag, di ba? Sabi niya, na-consummate, yun na nga yung term niya, na-consummate na yung betrayal of public trust when the Vice President admitted the threats. But that is a legal conclusion, right? So ang tanong ngayon, sapat na ba yun na sinabi ni Director Matibag yun? That's the question, right? Now, kung ako tatanungin nyo, medyo hindi sapat kasi kahit mismo si Director Matibag, sabi niya, wala sa purview ng NBI yung pag-define ng betrayal of public trust because that is an impeachment matter. Sinabi rin niya yun, di ba, on cross-examination. So, dito kaya sabi ko, hindi yata ganun kalakas pa. Napahapyawan ni Director Matibag, pero hindi ganun solid. At least for me, for my observation, yung aspeto na yon na nabibridge yung utterances doon sa legal conclusion that they amounted to a betrayal of public trust and a culpable violation of the Constitution.
Pero, attorney, kanina lumalabas na naman yung issue na naku, baka mag-resign si Vice President Sara Duterte. And naririnig natin yung different schools of thought kung ano yung mangyayari once na mag-resign siya. Pero, mabilis na mabilis lang, attorney, magbe-break lang po kami, saglit na saglit. Balikan po natin yung issue na yan.
Kailangan pa pumunta na doon sa next article kasi hello!
Ayan.
Attorney, wait lang ha, babati lang kami ha. Meron tayong 1 minute break.
Naka-break pa po tayo sa TV.
Sa mga
online
nasa
lang tayo.
online, papakita ko lang yung hinahanap na
Ano yan?
na item.
Oh.
Tungkol sa
Ay, oo.
survey.
Alam ko yan. Si
okay,
Pulse
okay.
Asia yan eh.
Abangan.
Ay, oo,
Oo.
may lumabas na naman na bagong numbers. Francisco Antonio Ramirez Garcia, so diyan ka lang para marinig mo yung tungkol sa mga bagong survey. Albert Berino. Hello. Mark Anthony Belisario, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Oo, hello kay Ernie Barcela. Hello din kay Tata Andayon Chris and Christy Carcido. Good evening.
Yun, hello. Sige pa.
Samuel Salamanes, good evening. Kay Vicky Hamora, magandang gabi rin sa'yo. Alex Fuentes, ang daming message ni Alex.
Yeah.
Oo,
Ralph
masipag
Domingo,
yan.
Gigi Victa, Yob Barasigan.
Julio Ingay, Arnel Lambert.
Si Marlon Caranza, sabi niya, payabangan na lang daw sa Senate eh. Ang dami kasi di ba, nagme-mention kung ano yung mga napagtapusan nilang kurso.
Yeah. Omar Mukhtar.
Baka to establish the credibility.
Baka.
Ganon. Diba?
O Edwin Miraflor, hello sa'yo. Maritas Asuncion, good evening. Renata
Jessica
Zamora.
Nonato, hello.
Vicky Hamora. Hello.
Lou Villarobe, Desiree Suryo, Rodrigo Gozar, good evening.
Si Dalmasio Plata Bayoneto, magandang gabi. Hello daw sa kanyang mommy at boss. Hello sa'yo.
Si Aikin Yu. Kalma ka lang.
Ay, nagagalit.
Nagagalit eh.
Leonita Poliedo, hello sa'yo. Neri Javier, good evening.
Mon Sullivan.
Louie Cuna, hello. Claude, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Melissa Cabelos, Eldred Agnes Gabriel, magandang gabi.
Naku, sinuna ni Opa tsaka si Choknut Queen.
Ay,
hello.
absent ba itong mga to? Ah, okay. Hindi absent.
Okay mga kapatid, nagbabalik po ang Sa Totoo Lang at kasama pa rin po natin si Attorney Michael Yusinko. Attorney, balikan lang po natin yung usapan kanina na lumulutang na naman yung usapin na baka mamaya mag-resign si VP Sara. Ano yung mga senaryo kapag nag-resign siya? What will happen to the impeachment?
Magandang tanong yun. Ano? So, may two schools of thought doon. Yung one is matitigil na lahat. No? Kasi parang moot and academic na. Yun ang sinasabi na nag-resign na yung impeach official, moot and academic na, so everything stops. That's one school of thought. Yung isang school of thought is the timing is critical. No? Kasi nagsisimula na, maandar na yung impeachment trial na ang resignation ng impeached official will not render it moot. Ibig sabihin, patuloy pa rin yung trial, although one penalty na lang ang pwedeng ma-impose, which is the permanent disqualification from holding any public office. So those are the two schools of thought. Ako, personally, I align with the second one, na hindi matitigil yung trial kahit nag-resign na siya kasi nagsimula na eh. Meron ng public interest involved here. No? Kailangan na natin malaman kung dapat nga ba siyang i-disqualify permanently from public office kasi nasimulan na yung trial. Public interest has attached to this matter. So, yun ang the two possible scenarios.
Pero at the end of the day, yung
mag-resign si Vice President.
ang magde-decide tungkol dyan, attorney, impeachment court pa rin. Kung what will happen just in case na mag-resign.
Yes, that's correct. No?
Oo.
So, kapag nag-resign si Vice President Duterte, it's the impeachment court who will make the first move, so to speak. Kung itutuloy ba nila or kung ititigil na nila lahat.
Okay. Attorney, balikan ko lang saglit yung maganda po kasi yung ipinupunto nyo kanina na hindi pala makonect yung betrayal of public trust doon sa inilatag nila na grave threat. So if that's the case, kaya pa bang makabawi ng prosecution? Masasabi ba natin na yung round na to mas more on defense side?
Kasi magpe-present pa, di ba, yung defense
magpe-present
din.
pa ng
dun
witness
sa, ano din,
yung defense.
Yeah.
sa Article 4.
Oo.
Oo, yung grave threat.
Well, as far as Article 4 is concerned, wala nang chance ang prosecution to present any evidence. No? Ang magpe-present na ng evidence, kung magpe-present nga, is yung defense na, yung respondent na.
Oo.
So pwede kasing hindi sila mag-present, ganun ba yun, attorney?
Pwede rin kasi pwede nilang sabihin na mahina yung ebidensya ng prosecution, so might as well let that stand. No?
Pero tama,
Or
may chance
pwede rin
pa
nilang
ba
gawin.
during cross-examination kung magpe-present ang defense?
Yeah, that's a good question. It also depends kung ano yung ilalatag na depensa ng respondent to provide the prosecution some avenues, no, in cross, no. Pero mahina na yun kasi pag cross examination you are limited to kung ano lang yung pinresenta ng respondent.
Alam nyo, Attorney Michael, nung maski nung unang beses nag-attempt ng impeachment nung Cheese pa ang Senate President saka ngayon, laging sinasabi na ang pinakamalakas nilang isinusulong ay itong article
Grave
na ito,
threat.
yung grave threat.
Yes.
So is it safe to say now na mukhang kailangan mag-focus na doon sa mga susunod na articles after what we've seen itong past 9 days?
Yes, and the lesson is, and ito actually this is parang sort of a homework rin for all of us kasi
Yeah.
when we talk about impeachment kasi we shouldn't be trapped doon sa legalities, sa technicalities, no? Napakatagal ng panahon na or attention na binuhos ng prosecution dun sa idea of grave threat, right? Na hindi nila masyado nabigyan ng attention yung pagtagpi doon sa betrayal of public trust.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So right now, I'm not sure na convinced tayo or convinced
Yeah.
kayo. Are
Yes,
you convinced, 'di ba? Na meron na kayong pinangahawakan na authority to make that conclusion. No? So ganun yung lesson for the next articles, no? That they have to show something,
Yes.
evidence
Yes.
to help the senator judges make that legal conclusion na yung mga charges ay either betrayal of public trust, culpable violation of the Constitution, and yung mga high crimes and corruption, di ba? They have to help the senator judges make that legal conclusion.
Correct. Okay.
So it's not just a matter of yung presenting evidence to prove the facts. Kailangan yun. Nagagawa na yun. Nagawa nila this time yun. But how do you help the senator judges make that legal conclusion from those facts that na mapipresent nila?
Good point.
Oo
Good
nga.
point.
Ano,
Yeah.
magandang pagnilay-nilayan. Sige po.